Hey everyone, I'm Dasom, and today I'm bringing you a straight-up legendary story. Korean native dogs. And I'm not kidding. This is more intense than any movie. You might cry, you'll definitely get mad. But by the end, you'll feel hope. This isn't just about dogs. It's about our culture, identity, and absolutely insane survival. Grab tissues, hit subscribe, and let's go. Before we dive in, you need to know about some seriously dark history. From 1910 to 1945, when Japan occupied Korea, they did something completely messed up. They issued the Yagyeon Baksal Ryong, literally Wild Dog Extermination Order. Why? War supplies. They needed warm clothing for soldiers, so they wanted our dogs' fur. Insane, right? But here's what's even crazier. They didn't just randomly kill dogs. They specifically targeted Korean native breeds, the dogs that lived with our ancestors for thousands of years, guarding homes, protecting kids, hunting with farmers. There was one exception: Jindo dogs. Why? Because Japanese biologists noticed Jindos looked similar to Japan's Akita breed, so they kept them alive, planning to claim them as Japanese dogs for their Naiseon Ilche propaganda, the whole Korea and Japan are one body BS. But other breeds? Systematic slaughter. Sapsaree, killed first because of their lion-like fur coats. Donggyeongi, 1,500-year-old breed from Silla dynasty, nearly extinct. Jeju Dog, agile island hunters, pushed to extinction. Pungsan could hunt tigers and bears, still almost wiped out. By 1945, when Korea got independence, these breeds were basically gone. Just a handful left or completely extinct. But here's the plot twist. Koreans refused to give up. Starting in the 1960s, scholars, vets, and dog lovers went absolutely wild trying to restore these breeds. They traveled to remote villages, interviewed elderly farmers, searched everywhere for pure bloodlines. Jindo Dog became Natural Monument number 53, got legal protection and government support. Now you can't even take them off Jindo Island without permission. Jeju Dog. This one's absolutely bonkers. In 1986, researchers found what looked like pure Jeju dogs. How many? 3. Just 3 dogs. They started a restoration program with those 3, and now there are over 200. Literally came back from extinction. That's legendary. Sapsaree professor Ha Ji-hong dedicated his entire life to restoring this breed. Started with 8 dogs found in rural areas in the 1960s, spent decades rebuilding the population. In 1992, they became Natural Monument number 368. Now there are thousands. Donggyeong, Korea's oldest breed, was down to fewer than 50 dogs, but became Natural Monument number 540 in 2012, now recovered to hundreds. This is what real cultural resilience looks like, never forgetting your roots. Jindo Dog, the loyalty icon, 45 to 53 centimeters tall, medium-sized, Korea's most famous breed. They have insane homing instinct. They'll travel 300 kilometers to get back home. There's a famous Jindo named Baekgu who crossed mountains and rivers to find his owner. This is documented, not a legend. Colors: white and yellow are most prized. Personality: total introvert vibes. Reserved with strangers, but will die for family. When they hunt prey, they don't eat it. They bring it back as a gift to owners. How amazing is that? Designated Natural Monument number 53 in 1962. Protected by law. Donggyeonge, the tailless aristocrat. Short tail is the signature feature. Natural genetic mutation, not docking. Clay figurines of short-tailed dogs were found in Silla dynasty tombs from the 5th to 6th centuries. That's over 1,500 years. Archaeological proof this breed is ancient. Royalty kept these dogs in palaces. They've got that aristocratic energy. Agile, smart, dignified, usually brown or yellow colored, was down to under 50 dogs, now hundreds. Natural Monument number 540 since 2012. Sapsaree, the ghost-busting lion dog. Look at this visual. Covered in shaggy fur, can't even see their eyes. Looks like a walking lion. Sapsaree, taikshi, sap, plus sal. Korean folklore says evil spirits fear sapsarees and run from houses that keep them. Spiritual guardian vibes. But don't be fooled. Underneath that fluff, they're warriors. Bold, brave, protective. Historically guarded homes and protected children. Colors: golden brown and black. During colonial times, they were slaughtered first because of their beautiful thick coats. By the 1960s, thought to be completely extinct. But Professor Ha found 8 dogs with Sapsaree traits and spent decades restoring them. Became Natural Monument number 368 in 1992. Now thousands exist, and they even work as therapy dogs in hospitals. Ultimate comeback story. Jeju Dog, the wild hunter. Medium-sized, pointed snout, erect ears, flagpole tail that stands straight up. Looks wolf-like. Believed to have arrived in Jeju about 3,000 years ago from China, then adapted to volcanic terrain. Absolute hunting machines. Jeju Island has serious wild boar problems, and Jeju dogs are the ultimate boar hunting specialists. Fast, agile, fearless, smart enough to work in coordinated packs. By 1945, declared completely extinct. Then, 1986 happened. 3 dogs discovered that matched historical descriptions. From those 3, scientists launched breeding programs. Now, over 200 pure Jeju dogs exist. Not yet a natural monument, but working on it. Extinction to resurrection miracle. Pungsan Dog, the tiger hunting champion, from North Korea's Pungsan region in North Hamgyong province. Large breed, 20 to 30 kilograms of pure muscle, pure white coat, thick double fur, can handle brutal North Korean mountain winters no problem. Here's the crazy part. They hunted tigers and bears. For real. There are documented accounts of Pungsan dogs working in packs to track and corner Siberian tigers. Personality, calm and gentle with family, but absolutely fearless when protecting or hunting. Independent thinkers. Designated Natural Monument number 368 in North Korea. Considered a national treasure. In 2018, Kim Jong-un gifted President Moon Jae-in a pair of Pungsan dogs during the Inter-Korean Summit, symbolic of shared heritage and reunification hopes, rare in South Korea due to division. In 2018, Korea's Rural Development Administration analyzed DNA of Korean native dogs. The results were shocking. Korean native dogs carry more wolf DNA than almost any other domestic breeds on Earth. Ranking: first, Pungsan second, Donggyeonghae third, Jindo. Why? These breeds evolved relatively isolated on the Korean peninsula, in mountainous regions with less human breeding intervention. They maintained stronger connections to wild ancestors. But here's the craziest part. Sapsaree sit at the top of East Asian dog genetic hierarchy. They're potentially the oldest domestic dog lineage in the entire region, predating even Chinese breeds like Pekingese, Pugs, and Shih Tzus. So Korean native dogs aren't just culturally significant. They're scientifically invaluable for understanding dog domestication and evolution. They're living links to the ancient past. Sapsaree, believed to ward off evil spirits and bring good fortune. Spiritual guardians, appeared in aristocratic paintings. Jindo, symbol of loyalty. Their homing instinct became a metaphor for filial piety and remembering your roots. Donggyeonghae, royal status symbol. Found in tomb art, suggesting importance in both life and afterlife. Jeju Dog, essential survival partners for Jeju farmers. When wild boars threatened crops, these dogs meant survival. Pungsan, gifted during the 2018 summit as a symbol of peace and shared heritage. These aren't just pets, they're cultural identity itself. First, cultural genocide takes many forms. Killing dogs wasn't just animal cruelty, it was cultural erasure, identity destruction. Second, recovery from near extinction is possible. Jeju dogs went from 3 to 200 plus. There's always hope. Third, heritage preservation requires active effort. If nobody acts, things just disappear. Champions are needed. Fourth, indigenous breeds have scientific value. Not just nostalgia, they're genetic treasure troves. Fifth, never give up too early. Even when declared extinct, survivors might exist somewhere. Sixth, identity matters. Korean people's emotional response to these dogs goes beyond pet love. It's honoring ancestors and refusing to let colonialism win. So there you have it, the absolutely insane story of Korean native dogs, from near total annihilation to protected national treasures. One of the most remarkable conservation success stories in modern history. They're not just dogs, they're symbols of survival, resilience, and the unbreakable connection between culture and heritage. If you're in Korea or planning to visit, check out breed preservation centers. You can meet these amazing dogs, learn about conservation, and even volunteer. For international viewers, remember that every country has unique breeds worth preserving. African Basenjis, Australian dingoes, they all deserve protection. If this video taught you something new, moved you, or made you appreciate the culture-animal connection, hit like, subscribe, and share. Let's spread awareness. I'm Dasom, your dog trainer and cultural heritage enthusiast. See you next video. Give your dog an extra hug. Remember, behind every breed is a story worth telling. Love you all.